The topic, Reimagining Copyrights, Legal Challenges in the Era of AI and Deep Fakes. Welcoming Ms. Shivaarti Bajaj, co-founding managing partner, RST Bajaj. We can now give the lady a round of applause, of course.
What we're going to be talking today is really about reimagining copyrights in the era of AI, generative AI, deep fakes, and the works. And a lot has happened in this space, or for that matter, other laws need to change to keep pace with the world today. So Shivaarti, if you can start with your thoughts around that.
Thanks. And it's a pleasure to be a part of this very esteemed panel here at BW. Am I audible? So, I mean, like you rightly said, we have to go back to where it started from in terms of the landmarks in the jurisprudence, if I can say, of Copyright Act. Is one of the very landmark years have been 1914, was when the Indian Copyright Act was there under the Britishers. And then to 1957 is when the provisions of the Berne Convention were incorporated. To, I feel, of course, 2012, and then I feel now is that landmark moment where we are sitting at, with the advent of technology in terms of AI as one of the aspects, wherein major changes will have to be welcomed at the level of the Copyright Act. I am limiting it to Copyright Act because that is our point of discussion today. So these are one of those landmark moments that we are witnessing because of the advent of technology. And especially in terms of copyright, we need to understand, just to step back, what is copyright? Copyright is basically preserving an artist's right, a creator's right. And we are literally sitting in the middle of a creator's economy, wherein art is not only being created directly by mankind from the hand and their thought involved, but using other interfaces. Earlier it was limited to maybe just a camera, and that has been well sorted out in various judgments. But with the advent of AI, which is being fed by big data, it becomes very questionable who is the real creator here. Is it the people feeding the big data? Is it the big data? Is it the owner of the big data, or the machine that's being fed the big data? Basis which we get our current results of images, of videos, of faces, and of voices alike. So I think we are sitting in a very interesting time where I personally do feel that this will be a very landmark time for the evolution of the Act as we see it, since your question was pertaining to how do you see it getting evolved. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Like the other panelists too.
So
yeah, like it's very famously said that art cannot be viewed in isolation.
Right.
So if we have to look at the holistic picture, we have to look at the whole chain of its creation. And I think that is where the major amendments and the major changes will lie. Just to add to what Dr. Dugal said, with the GPAI committee being set up internationally to control, or maybe it's directed towards the ethics of artificial intelligence, and India being the chair of the committee this year. So these are the steps that will, I think, make a directional difference, if not much, to that. And with the Digital India Act, the first draft that's out is basically dealing with, like, as you said, the the IT Act is 23 years young, so they are dealing with aspects of from cookies to intermediary and how we're going to deal with them. So I think these are the things that we should look forward to in terms of guidelines and affecting the judgments directly for making an impact in, because things like artificial intelligence leading to deep fakes and all are really falling into a multitude of things, and copyrights is one of the aspects of that to be dealt with.
Give your concluding comments as well.
Yeah, sure. I mean, with this whole advent of technology, I mean, law always follows whatever is happening in the society and in the information age. Obviously, it's technology. I mean, there are various, that's the reason there are various rights like personality rights coming up. What was famously happened in the case of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. So these are the kind of rights that will come up falling directly under copyright because we're sticking to the topic for today. And this is just one very small aspect of the kind of development that is going to happen, wherein an actor has copyrighted his own personality just to secure its misuse at the end of the day. So a lot of it is in terms of a creator's economy, wanting to limit the laws to the misuse of their rights. And obviously with the deepfakes, where we are questioning what is a person to begin with here. The definition of a person has come into question, wherein what famously happened in the monkey selfie case that we were discussing. So, a monkey is not a person, so they don't get the right for the selfie. So, I mean, we're headed to very interesting times, and let's see where the acts and the judgments take us.
And
thank you.